up. We're playing for something, man. We're playing for something. It's gotta mean something to you. It gotta mean something. Everything you got. Everything you got. Let's finish this.
Do it, fellas.
Let's go.
Let's do it, fellas.
Finish 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Finish.
You know, when this video start, like when this show start this time, I'm almost fucking certain that I'm gonna have that Aaron Donald voiceover. He didn't record that shit or nothing for me. I ain't saying that. And I hope my shit don't get taken down or demonetized or nothing like that. Well, I don't make money from these shits yet anyways, but I hope it don't get like where they stop me from uploading it because of that. Like, I hope that shit don't happen. Because I got where Aaron Donald had the little huddle during the 49ers game in the conference thing where he told him, like, listen, bro, it's got to mean something to you. It's got to mean something to you. We playing for something. Bro. Everything you got. Like, I don't even want to try to imitate the great Aaron Donald, bro. Hall of Famer Aaron Donald, bro. First ballot Hall of Famer Aaron Donald. I'm not even trying to fucking... That's how you know this motherfucker cold, bro. I don't even know if Aaron Donald have a nickname. If he do, I cannot remember what it is. The only thing I ever hear people call him is GOAT, best player in football. Like, it's crazy when you that great and you don't even need a nickname, bro. Dude, just Aaron Donald, bro. Because I never hear people call him AD. Like, I do call him AD from time to time when I'm trying to shorten it. But I don't never hear people call him AD. I hear people address him Aaron Donald, bro. Best defensive player. Best player in football. Excuse me. I was getting disrespectful on accident. How y'all doing tonight, man? I hope you guys are doing great. I've been watching a whole bunch of different podcasts. I done said this before. Not podcasts. I've been watching a lot of different shows. I've been working a lot this week, but when I had time to watch the shows, I've been watching shows this week. I've been trying to see how dudes, like, I really been listening to how different dudes sound. I know that sound weird. I like listening to, it's not that I like listening to it. I'm trying to listen to dudes and how they talk when they on TV, when they on mics, shit like that. I don't know if it matter, but I don't even know what's really got me looking at it, but that's what I've been looking at recently. So, yeah. The Pro Bowl is tomorrow. I'll try to watch it. I mean, I'll try. That's what this episode is really about. This is going to be another prediction video for the Super Bowl, basically. But this is definitely going to be heavily centered around the Pro Bowl. We're going to talk about a lot of shit. We're going to talk about the Pro Bowl. We're going to talk about Brian Flores situation. We're going to talk about Hugh Jackson. We're going to talk about a lot of shit. I hope y'all having a great night, man. Great day. I hope y'all caught a blessing today, man. I done seen a lot of people bugging about the Valentine's Day coming up, man. Y'all got to let that go, man. If you don't have a significant other, bro, that it's cool. Valentine's Day come every fucking year, bro. I promise you. And what's crazy is I saw I didn't read the article, but I saw a headline for an article on Twitter. I don't know why this popped up in my news feed. About a woman who 37 saying she 37 and single, and she knows she'll probably be single the rest of her life. And I'm like, yo, who the fuck think like that? Sheesh. Like, and it's got to be people out there for everybody. And the reason I know that, and the reason that's done been reaffirmed to me, aside from all the crazy shit I see on an everyday basis, whether it be in everyday life or YouTube, today I saw a 500-pound couple that said they eat like 10 boxes of pizzas before they go out to dinner. Like, I didn't read that entire article either, but I just saw that as a headline. So when I read that and I saw the picture of the couple, I was like, yeah, it's definitely somebody out there for everybody. No cap. So if you don't have a significant other on this Valentine's Day, bro, don't stress out on that. Don't stress out on that. For one, hey, hit up one of these dating sites and try to catch you a quick fling if it mean that much to you. Or hit up your ex and see if she's single, if he's single, and trying to do something on Valentine's Day. I really don't think it's that serious. You shouldn't be stressing over that shit. Like Christmas is a holiday that I understand the stress over. Even Halloween to an extent. Valentine's Day, come on, man. If you single on Valentine's Day, you shouldn't be stressing out on that shit. Come on now. That should be another day to you. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to pay too much attention or any attention to couples and shit like that. I think people force themselves to pay attention to that. You make yourself more miserable. Come on, man. Come on. It don't have to be like that. My cousin about to get married. He gonna have a fire ass Valentine's Day, I'm sure. Valentine's Day I'm coming to see, bro. It's a lot. Valentine's Day pretty expensive, man. When you you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's couples out there who don't really go crazy with the bread on Valentine's Day, but you know, from all the Valentine's Day videos and shit like that I see, Valentine's Day a pretty expensive day, man. A lot of companies making a killing off of Valentine's Day. But bro, let's talk about this Pro Bowl. And I realized in my last video I said bro way too much in a certain segment, bro. And I just did it again. It irritated me. Listening back to it. That's how you know I listen back to these shits, man. But the Pro Bowl. Probably the worst all-star / pro where all your top players come together in any sport. I don't watch hockey. I said that before. So I can't really speak on hockey or speak on hockey at all. I did see a clip the other day on YouTube though from John Boy Media, where these two dudes in hockey just kept fighting each other. And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, and it's about to get real disrespectful for a quick second. As I'm looking at the clip, I'm laughing because of how they fighting each other. It's like a rock'em sock'em, where it's like the two, what do you call it, where they do things, keep punching each other until one of the heads pop up. I'm looking at it and I'm laughing at the clip, but I'm thinking to myself the entire time I'm looking at this clip, thinking to myself and laughing, saying out loud, hockey's not a sport. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it one more time. Hockey's not a sport. Now let's move on. The way people say baseball not a sport, that's how I feel about hockey and NASCAR. Not sports. Hockey more of a sport. Hockey get closer to being a sport than NASCAR though. NASCAR in no universe in my mind is a sport, bro. I almost thought at one point in time, because I'm like, yo, if you realize how fast these motherfuckers is driving, bro, and how they got it, nah, not a sport. I see everyday motherfuckers driving like that, bro. And that's no disrespect, bro. No disrespect to you NASCAR fans out there. I'm just be honest with you. I don't know a single NASCAR fan. I don't know a single NASCAR fan. If I knew somebody like coming up in in middle school or something like that, that might have known me, that I went to school with, that's a NASCAR fan now, I don't communicate with them now, so that don't count in my mind. You know, like I'm pretty sure I done passed somebody in middle school. I know I didn't know nobody because I went to a all black high school, so I know none of them motherfuckers were NASCAR fans. I'm just telling you like it is. But let's get back to this Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl's trash, and there's no two ways around it. It's a bad event. I didn't enjoy none of the events that's went on this weekend for the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl is just not good to me. None of the events are good. I don't even give a fuck that they took the Pro Bowl out of Hawaii. I really don't, because when the Pro Bowl look as bad as it look on a yearly basis, what is the point of flying these motherfuckers out to Hawaii just to put on a pathetic looking show in Hawaii just to say, oh, we went to Hawaii? I ain't even mad at that. I could care less that they be in Orlando and all these other motherfucking state cities, whatever. Now, I'm not saying I know Orlando is a city. I'm not. Wasn't being retarded. I don't want to use that word. I wasn't being slow. I wasn't having a moment. I'm not. I know Orlando is a city. I wasn't saying Orlando was a state. I know Florida is the state. Now let's move on. Anyways, I don't give a fuck. They could put it in any beautiful state, city. Don't matter to me. To me, this video is basically a 5-step plan. It's not really a 5-step plan. I don't know how many steps is in it. I just always hear people say 5-step plans when they do shit. Like 5 is like the magic number for videos and shit. I feel like either 5 or 10. I don't know how many of them numbers gonna be. How many points it is, but we gonna fix this Pro Bowl, bro. First off, the Pro Bowl, the first day. So see, the Pro Bowl need to start on Friday. It need to go Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All right. On Friday night, the first Pro Bowl event. I don't give a fuck who in it. And see, the way we doing this thing is so that AFC, NFC, that matters. But you ain't even got to worry about people. That ain't gonna matter probably to the last day. Because the Pro Bowl, like the NFL Pro Bowl ain't really like it isn't really like the NBA's. And even the NBA's ain't the East versus West no more. Like that shit's played out. I don't give a fuck about conference v conference, because some conferences is so stacked at certain positions compared to other I could give a fuck less about that. So that's my first thing. NFC versus AFC, don't give a fuck about that. That shit only mattered when you actually was playing the game and you knew dudes who play for the same team wasn't trying to hit each other. That just wasn't gonna happen. The famous thing we know is Clay Matthews was not about to tackle Jordy Nelson. So the way we finna do this is that shit won't even matter. So the first day of the Pro Bowl, the Pro Bowl events, Pro Bowl weekend, you gotta have like some type of games like dodgeball. You can have the dodgeball, but it's gonna be better than the bullshit that they doing right now. Like the dodgeball they doing right now is straight, but this is gonna be better. This is gonna be ultra competitive dodgeball. Motherfuckers it's gonna be multiple teams, not just two teams, AFC, and it's not gonna be that shit. All the Pro Bowls gonna be in it. It's gonna be like stipulations on who can be on whose team, like how the teams can be formed and whatever. You're gonna make at least 4 to 6 teams. All right. Wait. Let me think real fast. Yeah. You're gonna do the tournament style teams or whatever. I might have been saying the wrong number of teams. Either way, you're doing it in the round base form. And then the last dodgeball team taking on the last dodgeball team that's playing through the ranks, and then boom. The team that win get a big cash prize. Now see, I don't think second place team should win shit. But I know the way, we do in today's society, everybody got to be a winner. So, since everybody got to be a fucking winner, second place should not win money. Or whatever they win should be significantly less than the first place winner. So, I'm saying if first place win, like, let's say first place win, like what? Let's say everybody on the first place team win $200,000 a piece. Well, if you want to give people on the second place team money too, then everybody on the second place team, in my opinion, should win $20,000 a piece. That's how much less second place should be getting than first place. And if you want to be one of them people who handing out spirit awards, then the third and fourth place teams can win gift cards. They can win like $2,000 gift cards, or no. They can win $500 gift cards. The third and fourth place teams can win $500 gift cards and a $500 donation to any charity of their choice. That's what the third and fourth place teams should win for coming in last in dodgeball. And that'll be the first event of Friday. But see, Friday you got to end it with a big time event. You know what I'm saying? You got to go out with a bang. So dodgeball could be, the last event of Friday night. So actually, yeah, let's change that. Dodgeball would be the last event of Friday night. That would be the big event to send everybody home. So the first event, I think, for Friday should be a basketball competition. Yeah. I think some pickup. Nope. Actually change that. We're going to switch that. That's not going to be on that day. So the first day's last competition, big competition, is going to be a dodgeball contest, okay? The first event of that day, though, like say we're going to have many events and shit like that lead up to the dodgeball competition, the dodgeball tournament. The first event of the day could possibly be, let's say, like a game show, like some, not like the Family Feud event that I'm having for the last day, which we're saving. Like some other type of event, like some food eating type contest, guess the food, or like some type of contest. Like, and you could do that with any type, because there's multiple YouTube shows out here that do like good content for like good shows and shit. Like the first one that come to my mind is the React channel. I'm pretty sure you can get the React channel people to do like NFL, or the Mojo Top 10 people. I'm pretty sure they could come up with some shit. Any type of people who could come up with some shit for like some type of, not the Family Feud type game show, but some type of show or event or some type of fun like challenge, because it's got to be a competition. Every event got to have competition, because that's what's going to draw the viewers in when they competing against each other. So you can have food eating contests, like the offensive linemen can have, like, you can match them up in the teams and whatnot, and you can have them pick like different dudes, 2 offensive linemen on each team. You got 2 tables full of food. Which team can eat it the fastest? Now the 2 offensive linemen gonna have a receiver and somebody else on their team, like 2 small dudes on their team who you wouldn't think could eat as much as an offensive lineman. And you're going to break that, and you can do that type of competition. So that'll be the food eating competition. Now, you don't want to do something that's going to make these dudes hurl or something like that, but they're going to have breaking points and shit like that where they feel like they can't eat no more. And so you probably could do that. Or you could do like a fear factor type shit, like some nah, that's just too crazy. My mind going crazy right now. I just know that the first day's big event is going to be the dodgeball tournament, but that's going to be a legitimate tournament. And like I said, the prizes are going to be fire for first place, decent, but way less fire than first places. And third and fourth place going to get the exact same thing, the $500 gift card and $500 to whatever charity of your choice. And, But like I said, the first day, food competition in the beginning of some like mini games. Like you can have them playing Madden against each other. You can have them, playing Uno against each other. Some type of, family type games or something like that could get families watching and shit like that. But make it a competition. And then at the end of it, and see, that's why it would be probably hard to do the food contest, because then you would have them doing dodgeball later that night. But you could probably put on like a little mini concert in between that. So in the beginning, you could have an event that's like a food eating contest. That's a long tournament, probably lasts 2 hours. Hit them with a music performance, and then boom, an hour and a half later, dodgeball tournament. And that's all on Friday, because Friday night, yeah. So you had a food eating contest or the Uno's contest, whatever you want to have for that first one. I think a food contest and a Uno contest would be lit, and that'll take up the first 2 hours, and that's Friday night. Then you have some fire ass performance for Friday night, Pro Bowl performance. Boom, lead you into the dodgeball contest. Now you could have that same dude or woman, or you could have the same woman or the same male musician who perform at the break in between the games, perform like a quick set or a good set, and then perform like a little quick one in between the dodgeball contest at the break at halftime for the dodgeball contest. And then boom, you close that thing out with the winners and the contest being, and then boom, successful fucking, and you could create merch and all that type of shit for these contests. And boom, successful first night of the Pro Bowl on Friday. Probably be the best Pro Bowl night ever. Boom, 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 boom. Saturday, people are already hyped up because of Friday, so now you got to come better. You got to come harder on the next night. Now, this is where it's going to get kind of interesting, because the big game on Saturday that's going to close out the night on Saturday night going to be pickup basketball. You could probably play the 21. I'm pretty sure you could get one. The basketball season going to be going on, so obviously you can't get a professional basketball game. You don't want that. But you could find a basketball court somewhere. They could even build their own, like turn something into a basketball court, I'm sure. Have a pickup basketball game or something like that. It don't even need to be full court, half court basketball like the Big 3 tournaments be. And you could have these dudes break up, because some of these dudes used to play ball anyways. And boom, you got you a basketball tournament to close out the night. And that should be hella interesting, I think, because you'll see that shit would be so competitive, bruh. Even with offensive linemen. Yeah, I think these offensive linemen and shit ain't athletes if you want to. But I think the basketball competition, the only reason I'm saying that could be put on the first night and move dodgeball, because I know for a fact dodgeball will be lit. Some of these dudes might suck at basketball, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to say that that's the second night. But that would be the events for the second night. But what you would do the first, so what you would do, and it would basically be the same type of layout. So you would do something early in the day. Then you would have like a little concert, because then you have a new musician on that next night. and then you would lead into that basketball tournament. Halftime of that basketball tournament, you have that musician perform again. Now the NFL got money, so they could hire like 4 different musicians for them 4 different slots. But I'm just trying to make it easy on them, you dig? I'm trying to save these billionaires money, you dig? But I'm telling you, the plan I'm laying out for them is immaculate right now. Can't fail. Can't fail. It's fail proof, bro. It's fail proof. So the next thing. So what would you do before the basketball tournament and the concert that lead into the basketball tournament? What event would we have? Because we already had a food competition that first night. So that's where the Uno and the family game night come in. On Saturday night, you could do like Saturday game night. So the game night could be like a life-size Monopoly or life-size Uno. Just some fun type games to get all these different Pro Bowlers in the mood to have fun and shit like that. Because if you had these type of things, some of the starting Pro Bowlers will probably show up. Because a lot of the starting Pro Bowlers who don't show up either don't show up because they're trying to rest for injuries, re-heal from injuries. They disappointed and don't want to show up because they don't like how the season ended. Or they hurt. Or they playing in the Super Bowl. So you don't want to have to rely on dudes not showing up because you know they're not gonna play. So this is a way that dudes will show up for these little fun games. And now, listen, the dude who's still injured could probably still not show up. But if you made him a captain or something like that, he would probably want to show up. And when you do it like this, it don't fucking matter if it's in Hawaii, Florida. It don't matter where the shit at. So that on that second day, before the basketball tournament kickoff, and I know some people saying, oh, you don't want them playing basketball after they just had it. Listen, bro, they're not going to be going crazy hard and shit like that where they're going to pull something or something like that. Hey, this to 20 what? It ain't 4 quarters. Come on now. But I think like a life-size Monopoly, like something like that, like video games. Because the first day is going to be like the food eating contest and like the family game. Okay, we'll put both of them in the front. But the food contest could take, like that better part. I'm giving you a lot of ideas. The second day, though, like I said before, the main things is that dodgeball tournament this first night, the basketball tournament the second night. But before you get to that basketball tournament, in the concert that come before it, I think you could probably do like, or you could do child's games like tag, athletic tag, hide and seek. Now I know some people saying like, man, nobody want to see this child. I'm telling you, adults, athletic adults playing these childish games, you have a ball watching that shit. Tag, hide and seek in some like dope ass settings. Playing these video games on big screens and shit like that, for like anything like that on the second day would be lit. Like that could even be the laid back day where you did like video games, like fun video games they played against each other and shit like that. Like I know people like seeing Mario Kart and shit like that. Hey, Super Mario, Super Smash Bros, shit like I never played those 2 games, but hey, you could get them playing that. Call of Duty, you could break them up into teams and put them in Call of Duty matchmaking. Make them play against each other in team death matches on Call of Duty or Halo or something like that. I'm telling you, boom, there you go. Game day on Saturday. You can call Saturdays game day. And after all those tournaments that you have on whatever games you're doing early in the day, you hit the concert, boom, the basketball tournament later on. So then on Sunday gonna be the best day, right? So Sunday is gonna start off with the actual Pro Bowl. Yes. After the whole weekend of all this excitement and all this fun stuff, you have to finally get the Pro Bowl, the actual game where they go against each other. Now listen, this game's not gonna be fun. Or so you thought. Because this Pro Bowl is not gonna be like the regular Pro Bowl, guys. No. See, this is going to be sudden death Pro Bowl. Yes. It's going to be multiple teams broken up. You're going to have 4 captains. Each captain will be able to pick his team of however many Pro Bowlers it is, and you divide them up into 4 different teams based on who the captains pick. It's a set of each captain have to pick a certain number of each position. Okay, so if it's 4 running backs in the Pro Bowl, then obviously every quarterback got to take a Pro Bowl. I mean, and the quarterbacks will be the captains. The 4 different quarterbacks will be the 4 captains. And so what we're going to do is the first 2 teams to go against each other, those 2 teams will be placed in a sudden death style game. So it won't be a full game, a full 4 quarters. No. This game will be the team. It'll be a coin toss in the middle of the field. And I'm pretty sure this is kind of like John Harbaugh's idea for overtime. They'll flip a coin. I don't give a fuck who call heads or tails or who team get to pick the thing. We can decide that later. That's not important right now. The team that win the coin toss will decide to defend or receive first. If he picks to defend, the team that gets the ball will start at the 90-yard line. You do not get to choose where the ball is put. You instantly start at the 90-yard line. The team will then get an opportunity. That first team who start on offense, when they get the ball on, you get 3 shots at this. 3 drives basically, but 3 different. So let's say the team A is receiving. You put them at the 90-yard line. They have to score. I don't care. It's still first downs and all that shit all the way up the field, but they got to score. I don't give a fuck if they score 7 or 3. They got to score. If they do not score by the time they get to a 4th down, because there's no punts or nothing like that. On 4th down, you going for it. If you do not pick up that first down or your drive is done at any point in time due to an interception or a fumble or something like that, then that first drive is done. You got 0 points on that first drive of 3 drives. Then Team B will get the ball and start at the 90-yard line. They will then have to score. If they do not score, then they will not score on that first drive, and boom, now that both teams have 2 drives left. Now let's say Team A does score on that first drive, and they get a whole 7 points. Then boom. Then the score right now is 7-0. Now we go to the next drive. Let's say Team A they score 7 points on that drive. Now it's 7-7. But now Team B gets their second drive and they don't score. Well, it remains a 7-7 game. So then you go on to the third thing. And now let's say neither team score in their third drives. Then you would go to sudden death. Both teams will start the ball in the red zone. Nope, fuck that. Both teams will start at midfield. You get 1 drive. If both teams do not score, you run it again. Start at the 50-yard line, then the first team to score. It's not a first team to score until after that first overtime thing. If neither team score in that first overtime, meaning after 3 possessions, if neither team score on that 4th possession, the first team to score is the winner after that 4th possession, meaning the 5th possession becomes first team. So if that team A score first on that 5th possession, that's the game. They win. And it's fair because Team B could have scored in that 4th frame if Team A didn't score. So it's completely fair. So because in the 4th frame, they will still get an opportunity to score. Now, let's say both teams score in the overtime period in the 4th frame. Well, then we'll go into double overtime, meaning both teams get an opportunity to score in the 5th frame. But, like I said, if that 4th frame ends in a tie, as in a 0-0 tie, meaning neither team score, then we go to first team, sudden death, first team to score. Meaning there is no both teams get a shot. The first team to score win. Now, I need to find a way so that the game cannot end the game can't end in a tie. It's sudden, like I said, sudden death that's the end of frames. Like I said, after that fourth frame, the only way the fourth frame turned into a fifth frame, meaning fourth frame is already overtime. The only way you get to a fifth frame, meaning double overtime, is if both teams score in that fourth frame. If neither team score in the fourth frame, then there's no overtime no more. It is sudden death, meaning that first team that get the ball, if they score, they win. If they don't, and that second team get the ball and they score, obviously they win. But let's say that second team don't get the ball. Then you go into double sudden death. No team this won't end in a tie though. And that'll just hurt that team, because if they game take that long and turn into a longer game, then that just make it easier for the next teams if they have a quicker game. And then you put those next teams on the thing, and then they would play by those same rules and whatnot. And then that would be a new Pro Bowl. And see, the night would end. But see, that's not how the night would end. That wouldn't be the whole event. See, after the Pro Bowl events and that shit ends, then you would do the tournament. And then you would go into the Family Feud night on Sunday night. And that would have all the Pro Bowlers broken up into different teams. 4 teams to be exact, I think. Either 4 or 6. Because then you would have them going against each other. Because you would be airing like 2 or 3 different episodes of Family Feud. But it would be a special occasion. And I know some people saying Family Feud. For one, Family Feud is that shit. And everybody could tune. Because what you're trying to do is get families and multiple people to watch this. That's what you're trying to get. I'm telling you, this shit gonna work, bro. It's foolproof. It's foolproof, ladies and gentlemen. This shit can't fail. Can't fail. You're doing Family Feud Pro Bowl Family Feud night, or Family Feud night Pro Bowl edition. I'm telling you, tournament style Pro Bowl thing. And it's winnings for all of these things. Like, I hadn't said that except in dodgeball, but it's, you know, it's earnings for all the first place winners and shit like that, and all these things. And at the end of it all, you can tally up if you want to. Like, I just thought of this. At the end of the entire weekend, you can tally up the wins overall for the AFC and the NFC if you want to. And then you can have another prize for that, to see which division or which conference won the most. That's what I meant. Which conference had the most wins over the weekend, ultimately. You know what I'm saying? And boom, there is your new Pro Bowl weekend. Because for one, you should be trying to stretch it out just like the NBA and like baseball. But 2, you're the best sports league in the world. You shouldn't have the worst fucking all-star game, basically. But since the game is already so bad, and I truly do understand why why football really can't fix their Pro Bowl now. Because, listen, the vets can say all they want to, or the old dudes can say all they want to, like, man, we played in the Pro Bowl back in Listen, it's just smart not to play hard in that game nowadays. And listen, I understand people gonna hate to hear that, but that's the reality of the situation. For one, the biggest thing of all, you got to move the Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl. Pro Bowl weekend should happen after the Super Bowl, because if you change it to the events that I'm talking about, the dudes who played in the Super Bowl are going to want to participate in that type of Pro Bowl event. That's all I'm saying. But if you don't move it to after the Super Bowl, that's fine, because the way I did it will still work out and make it just as exciting. Because you got to have something exciting leading up to I guarantee you the viewership for the Pro Bowl tomorrow will not be high. I'm just telling you what I know, bro. Nobody tunes in and watch the Pro Bowl anymore. They only tune in to criticize it. They look at it long enough to criticize how bad it is. That's it. With my plan, it's foolproof. You can call it Saints' plan to save the Pro Bowl. The NFL Pro Bowl. Or you can call it Saints' resurrection of the NFL Pro Bowl weekend. I'm telling you, fans would absolutely love this shit. And then from there, you can just grow. You wouldn't even need me after that, even though you could hire me just, to continue to grow with you on this. But I'm trying to tell you, after that, you would start to understand and get it then. And seeing these players in this environment and shit like this could start to help y'all motherfuckers in the NFL start to, understand some of these players from different backgrounds and shit like that, because you're seeing them outside of, pads and shit like that, and you're not seeing them try to kill each other all the time. You can see them be competitive in a different type of environment. Do you know how many different type of sponsors the NFL could get to try to sponsor all these different type of events? It'd be crazy. You know how I said I wanted my Royal Rumble video to do numbers because I wanted people to see that? No. I want this video to do numbers because I want the NFL to just, I want this out there because I want the NFL to get wind of this so they could sit down, listen to this, and be like, you know what? He got a couple good points. Because maybe they don't get the Family Feud thing with Steve Harvey. Even though I don't see how they couldn't, because they legitimately have paid Steve Harvey to do multiple events for them. And like I said, after the Super Bowl, actually, I don't know if I said this, because I know some people might be thinking, when would we put the award show in? The award show really don't need to be a part of the weekend, but if you do want to move the award show to part of All-Star, All-Pro, or Pro Bowl weekend, I say move the award show to Saturday night after the basketball game, possibly. Or maybe Sunday night. I don't really know. I don't really care for the award show. The award show would have to be something different, bro. We would have to do a different award show thing. Like maybe you do that before the Super Bowl. Maybe you do the award show before the Super Bowl. Nah, no shot. Maybe and no shot you do it after either. I really don't know. Maybe you do the award show the night before the Super Bowl. Yeah. Do the award show the night before the Super Bowl. You're going to have so many people in town. And you should always do the award show at the Super Bowl venue, possibly. Or somewhere near it. Because you're already going to have multiple people in town for the Super Bowl. And multiple celebrities in town for the Super Bowl. So you might as well do the award show the night before that in the same city. They're me helping out for the award show. The award show don't have to be part of this Pro Bowl weekend. That was not part of my plans. When I wrote down my plans for the NFL Pro Bowl weekend, the award show was not in them. So, dodgeball tournament the first day. That'll be on Friday's events. That'll be the closer for Friday. That'll be the big event on Friday, with the first half being, and mind you, it's concerts in between all these events. It's basically the day will be set up into like a game. The first half will be for Friday will be the food contest and like the Uno game contest. Halftime would be like that day would be some type of concert. Then boom, dodgeball tournament. The next day, Saturday, you have game day. Saturday game day. You had different type of games: Mario Kart, Super Smash Bros. Call of Duty tournaments where you put them in the teams, have them do team death matches against each other. Boom. You go into halftime of that day with another musical concert. You end that with, boom, the basketball tournament. Then last night, Sunday, you go into the first half of that day, the Pro Bowl with the sudden death, 4 different teams that I said, or however many teams you need to have. The tournament style sudden death, 3 shots at it type thing that I was talking about. Then halftime, some type of concert. The concert got to be the best concert on that day. And then you head into Family Feud Pro Bowl edition night. And then boom, people going to go home so excited for that. They're going to be pumped up for the Super Bowl, because in that next week, that's when the Super Bowl press start. And you end in the NFL season with an absolute bang. And the NFL got the money to do everything I'm talking about right now. So everything that I'm saying right now is not like out of this realm of possibility. It's just that the NFL done got stuck in their ways and they no longer care. It's not even that they lack imagination. When you make as much money as the NFL make doing shit the way they've done it for so many years, then it's not even that you become complacent. You become satisfied. And I'm not even rich, and I understand that. You become satisfied with what you're doing, and you get stuck in that, or you sit in that. I get it. I pray I never become that type of person, but you know. And so I think it's time for change as far as that the Pro Bowl, bro. Cause don't nobody fucking watch this shit no more. And what I'm telling the NFL now, the NFL would have to pay me for these ideas. There's no two ways around it. Like I would like some compensation for these ideas, and I would like some, you know, some. Not, I'm not saying I want complete control and shit like that. No. I would like to be a part of it though. I would like to be paid and be a part of it. I do not think that's a lot to ask for. I'm not asking for like, oh man, I want $50 million. No. Now I'm not gonna start at my base would be $1 million. I'm not gonna lie. My starting point would be $1 million. I'm sorry if you think that's too high. I cannot negotiate any lower than $1 million. If the starting price is not $1 million, then we cannot start talking. And you cannot start stealing my ideas either. Don't be a dickhead. Like, don't be that. Don't be like that. I'm not coming into the conversation putting my dick on the table saying I want $75 million in complete creative control. No, I'm not a dickhead. I want to help the NFL be better at this, bro. The Pro Bowl, you can compete with the NBA. Because the NBA's All-Star Weekend, when that shit come around, that shit about to blow the NFL's bullshit-ass Pro Bowl weekend out the water. The reality is nobody gives a fuck about the Pro Bowl for the NFL. And it is what it is. People can talk about how, they don't be trying in the NBA All-Star game. Nobody gives a fuck, bro. People love, the people who there love that display of athleticism and skill. That's why they be cheering for that shit. You don't never hear them booing at an NBA All-Star game. Stop it. So it's time for the NFL to breathe some new life into the Pro Bowl, bro. It's time for them to, to turn over a new leaf in the pro. Speaking of turning over a new leaf, bro, I thought I was turning over a new leaf on this fucking Rainbow Six Extraction. Jesus Christ, don't play that game when you come home from working a long day, bro. At least if you're gonna sit down and play Rainbow Six Extraction after a long day of work, bro, at least smoke a blunt first and possibly a second one, man, to make sure you fully in your vibe. Because what a game. I was having such a good day, bro, and then I hopped on that game. And my team got absolutely mopped. All us motherfuckers got MIA in less than like 5 minutes. Now 5 minutes kind of long in the video game. In less than like 2 minutes. It was embarrassing, bro. This shit pissed me off. It was a good thing that it was with no, it wasn't even with an operator I don't like. It was with an operator that I actually like. It was very irritating. I can't even speak. It was irritating because I had just got done the previous day, getting 2 other operators un-MIA'd. Just to walk right, man. You can't make this shit up, big dog. It's gotta mean something to you. It's gotta mean something to you. I love that, man. I fucking love Aaron Donald, bro. This dude is on another level. I pray that one day I am as great at something as Aaron Donald is at his what he does. I just hope to be not half. No. I hope to be as great as Aaron Donald is at playing football. I pray to be as great as this one day. Better than this. Like, oh my God. Every time I watch Aaron Donald, I'm like, man, I just want to be great at something like he is at this so bad. That's what keep me up at night. That's what keep me working. That's what keep me going. Because I want to be great as that motherfucker, bro. Like, I see Aaron Donald and I say it was no shot the Rams could end up being bad. Because Aaron Donald is, to me, a can't lose human. Like, can't fail human. It's certain humans that just refuse to fail, that cannot fail. It don't matter what you put in front of them. No matter how big the task, no matter how tall the mountain, they gonna climb it. They gonna move that boulder. They gonna do whatever they have to do to succeed, and they gonna make it look easy in the process. In their mind, they're gonna be. I'm telling you, bro. Aaron Donald is that guy. He is. It's just on every fucking time I watch him, bro. I'm just like, man. I want it. I hit the weights every time. I got a bench press and some weights in my room, so every time I'm watching Aaron Donald and he start flexing or he make a play, I'm like, let me get some reps in. This dude is a defensive fucking tackle with abs, bro. Ripped. Like, come on. How? God didn't miss. If you believe in God, he did not miss when he created Aaron Donald. And if you don't believe in God, whatever you believe created us, or however you believe we got here, shit didn't miss when Aaron Donald was created. I'm telling you that. And that work ethic, man, that's how you get to be as great as Aaron Donald is at what he does, bro. You don't get to be as great as anything you do is if you don't have that type of work ethic. Straight up. His work ethic has to be insane. To come in, year out, to have people say, basically vouch for him being all-time great, and to back it up year in, year out, it's absolutely crazy. Why you think everybody compare every defensive player to him? Like, that's every time a Steelers fan see TJ Watt do something great, oh, he better than Aaron Donald. Like, every single time. Because they ain't comparing him to nobodies. They want to compare him to Aaron Donald because they want him to be just as great as Aaron Donald. But the fact of the matter is, as great as TJ Watt is, and TJ Watt is great, probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year this year, Aaron Donald is not. He is not one of us. He is not of this world. That motherfucker is different. And like I said, every fucking time I watch him, I'm like, man, I just pray and that I can develop the work ethic, keep working to develop that work ethic and be as great as I am. Because I truly believe if you develop a work ethic and you can keep working and become great at something, if you can become as great at your craft as Aaron Donald is at his, man, you ain't gonna have to worry about getting rich or none of that. And I understand some people be like, the pessimists be like, man, everybody don't get those opportunities. I'm not talking about playing in the NFL. I'm talking about chasing your dream, whatever your dream may be, and becoming, as dedicated and committed and working as hard as you absolutely have to, as Aaron Donald has done as his craft. Because I'm not saying go out there and be, Aaron Donald. That's a pipe dream. You ain't going to be Aaron Donald. But you can work as hard as an Aaron Donald. And I understand you done seen them videos where, man, ain't nobody going to outwork me. I get it. You can work just as hard as an Aaron Donald. We can work just as hard as an Aaron Donald. We can grind just as hard as an Aaron Donald. When you see these athletes, you don't have to be seeing shit and see them and say, oh, I could never do what they do. Maybe you couldn't tackle like an Aaron Donald, get to the quarterback like an Aaron Donald, dunk like a LeBron James, shoot like a Steph Curry. Maybe not. Good chances we can't. But that's not what inspires us. What inspires us is seeing them be so great at what they do, committing to something to be so great at it that bleed off into us, that leak off into us. Like, we see that and we like, bro, I want to be as great at my craft. Maybe I'm a painter or a chef, maybe I'm a cleaner, maybe I'm a mover, maybe I'm a builder, maybe I'm a contractor, maybe I'm a banker, maybe I'm a cashier, maybe I'm a, whatever you may be. Maybe I work in a hospital, maybe I'm work as a dentist. Whatever your occupation may be, when you watch these men and women be as great as they is, because I want to get, because, I don't want to, sports ain't just, when I see Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, Candace Parker, Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi, when Lindsey Vonn, when you see these athletes be as great at their craft as they are, you just want to be as great at what you do as they are at what they do. And you feel to yourself, everything gonna be alright. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately what you want is your athletes to be a reflection of you. I come to notice that about people. What people pick athletes that they can kind of see a little bit of themselves in, or they can relate to a little bit. I don't dig into athletes' personal life and shit. Like, I'm not saying I don't want to kill this moment by trying to dig at fans and shit like that. But I get it. Let's move on. That's all I'm saying. Aaron Donald is just. I really want him to win this Super Bowl, man. It's gonna be a challenge too. Now, you remember how I said I don't believe that the Chiefs could get 9 sacks on the Bengals, even though the Titans did. And it's so crazy because I kind of, in my mind, and I never said it, but in my mind, because, pro player show. In my mind, I was kind of slighting Frank Clark because I was like, I like Frank Clark, but I don't know if I trust Frank Clark to win his assignment that much. And I love Chris Jones, but I was like, Chris Jones played an interior position, and as great as he is, he ain't Aaron Donald. And so I didn't expect for him to, I could see him getting 2 sacks probably. I didn't see that line winning the way the Titans line did. And I didn't even expect the Titans line to win like they did. The Titans line winning like they did showed me how truly bad the offensive line for the Bengals were. Now, Chris Jones had multiple opportunities to make some plays, and every opportunity he missed in that game, Joe Burrow turned into a big play or a positive play. It's going to be hard for Joe Burrow to get Aaron Donald to miss. And I'm not saying Aaron Donald can't miss a tackle or something like that. But it's going to be hard to get Aaron Donald to continue to miss sacks and shit like Chris Jones was doing. For one, if you thought Chris Jones... First off, I told you I didn't think the Chiefs could do what the Titans did. I fully believe that Rams can do what the Titans did, if not worse. Because what the Titans did with that line, I couldn't see it with the Chiefs because even though I like some of the Chiefs' parts, I can see it with the Rams. The Rams have Von Miller, Aaron Donald, Leonard Floyd, multiple dudes who I can't even remember their names at the moment, and that's no disrespect to them. The Rams can get to the quarterback the way the Titans did in that game. And I don't know how you stop Aaron Donald with a line that bad. How can you try to double and triple team Aaron Donald when your line is as bad as it is? It's hard enough for dudes to handle their own assignment. You're going to be trying to have these dudes handle Aaron Donald, leaving Von Miller and other dudes one-on-one. With the pace at which some of these dudes get beat on the Cincinnati Bengals offensive line. You're going to take that chance? I just think it's going to... I'm very interested in the game plan that Zach Taylor draw up to stop Aaron Donald. But since we're talking about Zach Taylor, that is a great transition. Because every time I talk about Zach Taylor, I kind of feel like I got to... While this Brian Flores thing is going on right now, I feel like I have to mention this every time. One of the biggest problems that African-American coaches face, that Brian Flores was a recent victim of, is they never get the... For one, I hate that black NFL coaches, when they finally get the opportunity after years and years of being passed over, when they finally get opportunities, they usually get the opportunity with a bad franchise. Brian Flores inherited a bad Miami Dolphins franchise and had winning seasons with them every year he was there. I see analysts nitpick about the offense and him firing offensive coordinators and all this nonsense. Brian Flores had a winning record. And in his process to try to continue to build to make sure he could finally get over the hump with the cards he was being dealt. Because I do not think the Miami Dolphins roster was a winning roster. I think they overachieved. Because I do believe Tua is a bottom of the league quarterback. I don't think Tua is a great quarterback right now. One of the biggest reasons is the man don't throw the ball down the field. They throw a lot of screens, a lot of short passes and shit like that. And I just don't think you can build like that. And when you look at him inheriting a bad franchise, like Josh McDaniels was a bad head coach, and look who he just inherited. The Raiders are not a bad franchise. He just got inherited that. He does not have better credentials and better resume than Brian Flores. But he got a better job than Brian Flores got when he got his second opportunity compared to when Brian Flores got his first opportunity. And I can go on all day about Josh McDaniels, but I'm not finna waste my breath on him right on this show. Not on this one. But Brian Flores inherited a bad team, like most black African American head coaches, black head coaches get when they finally get an opportunity, like a David Culley, like a Steve Wilkes. But a white coach, and I heard somebody the other day say, and I saw a tweet where it's like, black coaches always got to mature these teams. They always got to get these teams to a great point so a white man can take over and get the team past the finish line, i.e. a Tony Dungy, a Mark Jackson. And I love Steve Kerr. I think Steve Kerr is a phenomenal head coach. But Mark Jackson did a lot of the developing of that team. Tony Dungy did a lot of it developing of that Bucks team before John Gruden came in and won that Super Bowl. So you look at all the different type, whoever come in, you look at damn, it was another team, boy, that was right down the tip of my tongue, but I can't even, but it don't matter. So you look at the fact that they had these bad franchises that they got to get, and then when they do some success and help turn the franchise around, they get fired because they get tasked with turning it around, and then a white man get hired to take the team to the next level. And they always get that credit. They don't got to develop the dudes. All they got to do is make sure the dudes get to the win after they already done been developed and turned into great players. I mean, just look at what Brian Flores is saying. And then the failing up. I done said it in multiple shows now. Failing up. Zach Taylor will remain the best example before he gets Joe Burrow's 6-25, I believe it was that record, or 6-28 without Joe Burrow. Brian Flores had Tua Tagovailoa and Ryan Fitzpatrick and had winning seasons. Zach Taylor showed no type of growth with his team. He did not do a better job than Marvin Lewis. But when he got Joe Burrow, everything changed. Now Zach Taylor is a great head coach. Now he's a great offensive play caller. Because he was allowed to fail up. He was allowed to keep his job. He didn't develop nobody. He just was allowed to fail until they finally could not fail anymore because they ended up being in position to get Joe Burrow. And boom. And then after having Joe Burrow, they was in position to get Jamar Chase. Failing up. Brian Flores wasn't given that ability even though he wasn't failing. So I don't want to hear about, his claims are with no merit. That's buffoonery. And we all know it. But with that, I want y'all to have an absolutely amazing motherfucking day, night, evening. Whichever point in time you listen to this. Have a dope day, man. Tell somebody else to have a dope day. Dope night, dope whichever fucking time you see them. And listen, man, like I said, bro, don't be tripping on that Valentine's shit. Don't be tripping on that. You gonna have somebody one day and you gonna have a lit fucking Valentine's, and this single on Valentine's Day gonna be a thing of the motherfucking past. You alright? Don't trip on that shit. Alright? Tell somebody you fuck with them. Tell somebody you love them. I already told you to tell somebody to have a dope day, but I'm telling you that shit again. Tell somebody to have a dope day. I fuck with you. I love you. Have a dope fucking day. Saint out.
How the fuck I pay a couple card notes and ain't even whipping? How the fuck I'm putting food on the table while I ain't living? Cursed from being alone with these dreams of a happy home. So when I think it's really love, I give them anything they want. I got stupid shit I did as a kid defining me lately. When I try to open up a new chapter, they still hate me. My mental, my only drug, so I'm doing this shit alone. Last time I fought depression and she got me on my zone. One bad move for thuggery, hit record from luxury. Pop said some shit that stuck with me. All it take is a mustard seed. Yesterday I copped $40 of pot those.